Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's your Coach Z here in Texas with my buddy Tristan Dunn in North Carolina. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well. This is our NCAA Week 2 recap, going over some of these weird games that went on, some ass kickings that went on. These teams right now, Tristan, they're starting to kind of separate themselves. You're seeing a little separation here. You're seeing who the contenders are versus who the pretenders are. I'll tell you a big freak. Two of them real quick for me. Florida State beating the shit out of Southern Miss. Hey, Tom, if you're listening out there, buddy, I am sorry. Florida State is a real deal. There was no hangover. There probably won't be a hangover. Your boys in Tallahassee are out for blood, and I'm rooting for you. They just beat the hammered dog shit out of Southern Miss. Wow, a pretender that I saw Saturday, Utah, going into Baylor. Baylor's horrible. Utah had to score in the last, 20 seconds or something like that, just so we can have a push at -7. Colorado, real deal. Took them a little while, but came out and beat Nebraska. Choklahoma. You never fail to underdeliver. Choklahoma never fail, even when Big Game Bob was there. Y'all just can't cover. You just refuse to beat an SMU the way you should. So shame on you. App State, you're always there when we least expect it. Yep. Some bitches, y'all beat us. You damn near beat UNC. It's just really. You got some teams like Texas State. I told you Texas State was going to cover the 14 at UTSA. How about UTSA? I think I posted this on our football thread. UTSA averages more people at a game than 6 Big 12 schools do.
I saw that.
So good for you, UTSA. And good for all my Hispanic Americans in San Antonio for supporting the Roadrunners. That's a good football team though. But Texas State did cover. Ole Miss, we didn't know what was going on there until halftime against Tulane.
And they pulled it out.
But I mean, we had a good day. Let us know in the comments. So what happened Saturday is me, Tristan, and our other guy Puff. We had a Zoom. We were in a Zoom call. All afternoon long. All afternoon.
From 10 a.m. until 8 o'clock at night.
And we were there. We were on the Discord. We were betting games. We were betting halves, lives. We were doing everything. If you guys want to be a part of something like that, comment below. Let us know. We will more than gladly send you an email invite. And you can join us and have some fun with us, because that was a lot of fun. And there is a lot of drinking involved. Just FYI, you don't have to, but we do, because that's who we are. Anyway, Tristan, what stood out to you this weekend watching? Because it's like one of the first times you really just sat and watched a bunch of games in college. What hit you the best?
Probably how underprepared and how bad Alabama was. They were not good. They did not play good. That quarterback does not look ready to start. I mean, that's a good Texas team, but I expect Bama to beat Texas. I expect it to be a good, close game, but I do expect Bama to, there was a point where Bama took the lead, and it was like, oh, here we go. They're going to go ahead and just run away with it, but Texas said, not so fast.
Not so fast. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, a couple of things that stood out. Colorado did their thing, and they covered for us. That Colorado game, though, makes me nervous for future games.
Yeah, they had a really slow first half, but I have to say it. I don't give a fuck.
Do it.
Fuck Matt Rule. Fuck him. Fuck him. He's the worst coach to ever step foot on a football field. You know what he said? You know what he said?
What did he say?
He went in a press conference later on, and he said something bullshit. He was like, well, this is kind of what you expect when you hire me. It's not going to happen immediately. It's going to take a long time. You know what? Shut the fuck up. You're a dumb idiot. Fucking hate that guy.
Oh my gosh! And that was not brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh my God, you hate that guy.
Yeah,
the
I
only
can't
people that
fucking
don't, there's only one fan base that loves Matt Rule, and that's a Baylor. And we're thinking he might need to go back to
Yeah,
Baylor.
fucking send his ass packing to Mexico or some shit.
I don't know. Easy on Mexico. I was born there, but it worries me about. I'll tell you what worries me about Colorado is, Matt Rule is a defensive guy, and they did start slow. They were at home. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on at Colorado, and so the distractions. Number one, who said it? God, well, who's the receiver for Texas that's always there? He played for Aikman.
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin was there, and he was on that idiot Stephen A. Smith show, and he said, when Colorado plays USC for the conference championship, it's going to look like the BET Awards, because on the sidelines there's so many rappers, movie stars, artists. I mean,
they just want to come watch Deion coach.
Yeah, they want to come watch Deion. And if you're a 20-year-old kid, could you imagine that?
I know.
I mean, it's
like an NFL game.
Yeah, it's got to be a distraction.
Yeah.
So anyway, they start slow. I'm just afraid that teams might catch up to Colorado. I'm still rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. I don't know that we're going to see the fireworks like we did against TCU. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, dude. I will say though, like it took them a half to get going, but when they did get going, it didn't stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all gas, no brakes.
Yep. Yep. I mean, they're impressive, man. I mean, I really like them there. I mean, I got Colorado in my top 10. I mean, it doesn't mean shit, but I got Colorado in my top 10. Speaking of,
I like Shador, man.
Speaking of, oh yeah.
He's
a good one. He's a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of not my top 10 is my own team, Texas A&M, going to Miami.
Before Coach says what he wants to say, because he's going to say a lot, I'm sure. When we were on the Zoom call, my face was red from laughing at him. He was going insane. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much money you have to pay Jimbo or how much time you have to wait for Jimbo not to fuck something up. But this is long enough. This is long enough. He's got an offense coordinator. He's got all the talent in the world. You can't go to a Miami and lose. Now, I'm not saying we're going to lose the rest of our games because we're a good ball club. It just seems now that Jimbo is like the Chip Kelly of the world. He just can't get out of his own freaking way. Like there's always something, I don't know. I hate it because I'm a huge A&M fan, and I always will be. That's never going to change. But you can't go to Miami and lose to Miami. You can't go to Miami's high school field and lose in front of 20,000 people to a mediocre team that has mediocre talent with a mediocre coach. That's what Miami is. Cristobal or whatever the hell his name is, not a good ball club. They don't have the athletes that we have. They don't have the stadium that we have. They don't have the fan base that we have. They don't have the coach that we're supposed to have. Their coach isn't making near as much money as our coach, and we're getting our ass beat at Miami. Something needs to be done, and it should have been done yesterday. I was a big Jimbo fan. I am not a big Jimbo fan. I don't know who we get. I could care less. If we're gonna go 500 every year, I'd rather do it with somebody that I don't know. Just get a new body. Give me the Texas State coach. Give me the UTSA coach. Let's pay him $1 million because he would love to just coach there. See, here's the difference too. You have the Jimbos of this world, right? And you have the Nick Sabans of this world, and the Urban Meyers of this world that expect to get paid millions upon millions of dollars, or they're not going to go. But then you have some badass coaches out there, like that kid at Texas State, the guy at UTSA. You got them all over the place. You get some bitches in with that fire in their gut, with their Peter Hart. They're ready to fucking knock down walls for nothing.
Yeah.
Give them 3 hots and a cot, boy, and they are working 24 hours a day, and they're knocking down walls for you. Give me one of them. Screw the Jimbos, screw the Urban Meyers, screw all that shit. Give me some bitch that's going to work 24 hours a day, put some love and some feel and some heart into this game. I'm sick of fucking Jimbo. Go ahead.
You think Jimbo gives a fuck y'all are 1-1?
He doesn't give two shits.
He don't give a damn.
No. That's somebody just dove hunting right now at one of his ranches. That's what he's doing right now. Man, screw a lot of Jimbo. I'm over it. I love you, A&M, and I always root for you. And I'm going to the 11 o'clock game against Auburn. You think that shit don't scare me? God damn. Boy, that scares the shit out of me. I'll be there, though. I'll be there. But, yeah, give me one of these young, up-and-coming coaches. Let him screw it up. Let him go 5-5. Yeah. At least we know he gives a shit, man,
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that got me fired up.
I didn't get to do my Panthers one, but that's fine. Go ahead.
Coach's top 4. These are my 4 playoff teams right now. And this is going to hurt a lot of people, especially one of our running buddies, Donnie, but he can say more about it in our Pick'em show. My top 4 right now. Number 1, I've got Texas. Texas is my number 1 team right now. Florida State, number 2. I don't think anybody can stop them. Michigan by default because nobody can beat them over there. And USC by default because nobody can beat them over there. What do you think?
You want my top 4?
Yep.
I got Michigan. I got Colorado, Texas, and North Carolina. I know App State gave them a scare, but good teams find ways to win when they have to, and they found the way. So,
yeah, Colorado in the top 4.
Yeah. I don't. Do you remember my preseason prediction for Texas? If you don't, I'll remind you. So Texas,
if they beat Bama, they go undefeated.
Yep. Yeah, and so far, I'm looking right. I didn't think that I didn't think it would be true, but here we are.
Wow. That's right. You did say if they go undefeated, if they beat Bama, they go undefeated.
Yep.
Yeah. I got you. I don't think Texas goes undefeated. Texas has that. They've got this. I don't want to call it a curse because I don't want to curse them, but they've got this problem where they're going to lose to 1 or 2 teams that they shouldn't because of a look ahead or a hangover. Now my guys at work are scared to death of Wyoming right now.
Is that who they play this week?
Yeah, they play Wyoming. I'm like, how do you know? You just keep rolling.
Yeah, you wax them.
Yeah. I think Texas has got one of the best offensive lines I've seen in a long, long time.
I tell you what, Ewers I think he might be everything Puff said that he is.
No.
That kid can throw.
Yeah, when he wants to. Then again, here's the problem. Not the problem. Here's the good thing. This is why I say they're the best offensive line. I've never seen anybody walk into Tuscaloosa in a white jersey and start a game in a white jersey and leave Tuscaloosa and their jersey's even whiter. That kid wasn't touched at all against Alabama. They never got to him. So I think me and you could have thrown for at least 3/4 of the yards that he did with that kind of protection. You get to him a little bit like Rice did, it's a different story. You make him run a little bit and get hit around a little bit, it's a different story. I'm not taking anything away from him. He did his job.
That's fair.
Yeah, he did his job. They did what they did. They're very impressive. Right now, I got Texas, Florida State in the national championship.
That would be such a breath of fresh air for college football.
Yeah.
It really would be.
Now, everybody's saying, hey, Coach, what about Georgia? What about Georgia?
They ain't played nobody.
Tell me about Georgia. Yeah.
I ain't played nobody.
And they're going to play anybody. And they're not going to until the conference championship. I just don't see how this could be the year where there's something different that all you guys want. Nobody wants to see another SEC team. They're tired of SEC winning. They're tired. No, I take that back because I know I got a bunch of little girls in our Discord. No, it's not the SEC. They're tired of Georgia and Florida, and Georgia and Alabama, and LSU too, because not long ago they won one too with Burrows. Remember that? So you could say SEC, but anyway, They're tired of all that. They want it, like you said, I want a breath of fresh air. Okay, cool. You get a breath of fresh air. You can have, you can have your Oklahoma and Boise State again. If you want to watch a boring fucking game like that, go ahead. That'd be fine with me. You want to watch Michigan and TCU? Okay, good. You can have that snooze fest too. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I just think right now, I don't think anybody in the SEC deserves to play in the big stage the way these 4 teams right now deserve to play. Now, I say that with a little limp in my giddy up because Michigan, USC are going to, all they got to do is go undefeated to get there.
Yeah.
That's all they got to do. There's too many voters in California, too many liberals over there in Michigan. All you got to do is go undefeated, boom, and you're in. Down here it's a different story. But I've got those guys going in there. I do think the SEC. I don't think the SEC is down this year. I just think parity is at its prime, and we're just going to see our own teams cannibalized.
I like it.
We're just going to cannibalize each other. Texas plays nobody. There's nobody on the schedule. There's nobody in the Big 12 that should touch Texas.
Nope.
Not even Oklahoma.
Yeah, they'll run through Oklahoma.
They should run through all of that. USC, Michigan's the same way. Florida State, there's nobody. Dude, I'm sorry. I know we talked about UNC, but the UNC's a one-half team against Florida State. Florida State is just too much. I got Florida State winning the whole damn thing. Not only that, they're going to win the national championship by 60, whoever they play. They're that freaking good.
Bold predictions.
Bold predictions. And then next week I'll be pissed off and say the complete opposite. But I don't know. We had fun this weekend. There's a lot of games. So if you follow me on TikTok, Coaches Call 0 on TikTok, on my social media picks, guys, I did go 17-6-1. Okay, that's all week long. I think I had a Thursday game, a Friday game, and then our weekend games. I'm 17-6-1 year to date. So if you're with me, you should be up about 6 units, something like that, 5 or 6 units. So if you're $100 better, you should be up $100. If you're $1,000 better, you should be up about $5,000. But 17-6-1, not doing too bad. You can follow us on Coaches Call 0 on TikTok. I know Tristan goes on there and he puts his NFL picks in there. He'll also put in some NCAA football picks. Donnie does the same thing. He'll do his picks every now and then. Donnie, if you don't know, he's the one with the big old beard, looks homeless. He's the one. He'll put his picks.
He's the one. Also. He's the one rambling drunk on the Pick'em show.
So
swearing Swami.
Yeah, make sure you go to our Discord. Go to TikTok and hit our bio, and it'll take you straight there. It's free. You need to get on there because, like I said last week, it was me, Tristan, and Puff. We were on a Zoom call for about 10 hours, and we were on the Discord also, and we were making live bets, quarter bets, half bets, over and under spread, money line, props, anything and everything. We kept hammering bets out. So there's a lot more bets than we do than what we just post. But we do try to give you the best that we can. I try to give you my best. And to be honest with you, if I followed my own advice, I would be up a lot more than I am now.
Yep.
That's for sure.
But
anyway,
man.
Yeah. Tristan, you got anything?
Nope.
All right, guys, I thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Make sure you like and comment and share our stuff. Comment down there. Let us know what you think about the SEC, the Big 12, Texas, Florida State. Who are your top 4? Let us know. If you want to come on here, let me know. Let Tristan know. We'd be more than happy to have you on here. Give your 2 cents. You can even call in if you wanted to. We can schedule a time for all that. I appreciate you sticking with us. Stay with us. We're going to have an NCAA Pick'em show coming up Thursday, and it'll wrap up all this weekend's plays. I appreciate everybody coming out. This is your coach. Coach's Call on tap. Till then, see you later. Bye-bye.
Deuces.